All right, so we went to the movies. Daniel dragged me to see Wolverine and Deadpool. I'm not a comic book guy. I don't know shit about anything. I think all superhero movies are gay, but Daniel's a big fan, obviously, because he's gay. And you know, I liked the movie. It was a good movie, dude. Thanks for taking me. That was fun.
It was.
That was good. What you told me it did really good. So it's like one of the most fucking.
It made $1 billion yesterday.
Nice flex. That's like you made. It's like you made $1 billion. It's like, hey, the movie I like made $1 billion.
So
yeah, you.
I think I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Okay.
Yeah. So it was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
So Wolverine's an X-Man.
Wolverine's yeah.
Deadpool's not an X-Man.
Technically, he's an X-Men, but not an X-Men.
Okay. He's a mutant.
He's a mutant, yes. They're all mutants.
They're all mutants.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does that mean every Marvel character is technically a mutant?
No.
Interesting.
They're just to make it simple, mutants are just people born with powers.
Yeah.
And everyone else who has powers in Marvel specifically, they just got it by some weird way.
Aliens or some shit.
Yeah.
What did you like about Deadpool and Wolverine that sets it apart from all the other Marvel bullshit? Because I think what's the last Marvel movie you've seen? What's the last?
The last Marvel movie I paid for and saw in the theater was Mrs. Marvel, and then I was like, all right, I'm never.
Such a puss.
I'm not meant to be the audience anymore, and then I never paid. The last time I paid was for the movie we watched.
Wow, you went to see Mrs. Marvel?
Yeah, I thought it would be good.
Is she like Captain America, but the female? Or something?
Yeah, kind of like she has powers, and she's just a fucking asshole.
Why is it? Are they? Because it's called. Do the superheroes in the Marvel universe know they're Marvel?
Deadpool does. That's why Deadpool was funny because he breaks the fourth wall.
Right, he breaks the fourth wall.
He's
I think he's a clever character, and
sure, he's cleverly.
He's by far the cool. I think. The sickest and funniest.
Well, that's why the movie. You asked me why was the movie. The movie was good because it was funny, actually funny. Right. It wasn't like the whole movie wasn't like we weren't busting out laughing all the time, but I mean it was funny. It was well written.
It was exactly. It was well written,
and there was no like agenda.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like movies now, it's not just Marvel, but it just like feels like movies now you watch something, it's just like, remember.
Yeah, everyone's
being
black.
gay is good. Like
everyone's black or trans or Indian or Mexican or black.
It's like, remember genocide.
I want to see a superhero movie where it's nothing but white guys. Just white guys.
Just white guys having fun.
Just white guys being dudes.
Just white guys being fellas.
Just like the good old days. That's what I want to see.
Bring back classic cinema.
Classic. Yeah.
Just classic films,
right,
okay?
Right.
Well-written white men.
Just white men, just fucking
white men
hanging out,
being straight.
Being straight. No one's gay. What's a guy got to do to see a movie where no one's a minority?
Gay.
No one's gay. Everyone's just white and they fuck girls.
Man. And a woman comes on.
What's a guy got to do?
A woman comes on screen. She's like, "Hey, look at these." And
exactly.
You're like, all right, good.
You go to the theater. You see some white guys. Everyone's straight.
Good job, toots.
Some chick brings a busted titties out. Hey, it's all day at the theater, right? It's all fucking good day.
All right, now see you next time.
See you next time.
We got to save the planet
for the sequel. White Guy Save the World Part 2. Right.
Make a movie called White Men
Save the World Part 2.
White Men Save the World. There you go.
I'm paid. I'm front row. I'm front and center.
And there's that one black guy. He's just like, hey yo, he blows up.
He just explodes. He just dies.
He just fucking.
He just dies. It's like, sorry, not in this movie. Maybe you get a spin-off later. You get like an origin story.
So stupid.
Yeah.
But movies now just suck ass because they all have to teach me something.
Right.
Like I'm not if I want to learn something, I'm not gonna go watch a blockbuster movie that's supposed to be. That's another thing. These movies are supposed to be entertaining.
It's not entertainment. That's what it should be.
It's not art. It's not cinema. Right?
No,
it's supposed to be.
It's not cinema.
It's entertaining. Like, maybe there's a little bit of a moral, whatever, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you feel good when you leave. That's it.
Right. Exactly. That's what it should. It's just entertainment. You watch it, you feel good about it, and you leave.
Like life already sucks. Like
right.
literally there's countless everything, wars, famine, whatever the fuck. Sure. And then I go to watch a movie and it's just like, hey, did you know you suck? And you're just like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like,
so you need to be like this. Yeah.
It's like Daniel Holmes sucks dick. It's like, oh, come on, Spider-Man. What the fuck's going on? Like,
yeah. You know, like, I feel like it's also kind of like everything is. I can pretty much every superhero movie is like this. I mean, I not even watch superhero movies, but I just know it starts off like there's a good guy. You know,
yeah, they're predictable.
The bad guy comes and he fucks over the good guy, and then the good guy almost fucking fucks up the bad guy, but then the bad guy wins, and then there's a redemption arc, and then the movie ends when the good guy kicks the bad guy's ass and he fucks the fucking the trans man or whatever.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's it, right? Whatever.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But it's just lazy now. It's like formulaic. It's like Big Bang Theory. They just here's the formula, just boom, right?
Sure. I mean, like you still need good writing.
Sure.
Like at the end of the day, Deadpool and Wolverine didn't break any artistic. Like it was very predictable.
Well, what was good about that was they had a good
straight man.
It's like watching
Wild Card.
It was just like watching Van Wilder.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just the snarky back and forth.
Yeah,
and it's just like that kind of like that dialogue that seems kind of unscripted. It's just like it's like kind of
free flow,
like improv. Yeah,
just
it's fun.
It's
unpredictable and it's like it catches you off guard.
And it's just like
it's good.
You get the balance of like Wolverine's a brooding guy. Deadpool literally can't shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know, it's just a fun time. And then you meet these other characters.
Yeah.
You know, a lot that we know. That was another thing. There was a lot There was a lot of like quote unquote fan service, you know, spoiler alert, but it was just like like there was a lot of movies. It reminded me movies that came later before Disney bought Marvel.
Right.
You know.
When did that happen? Like when in the Marvel Cinematic Universe did that take place?
I think they bought Marvel.
Was that after Spider-Man? Was it like Spider-Man? Because like
Spider-Man,
Tobey Maguire. I remember I watched Tobey. I didn't watch any Andy Garfield Spider-Man.
Yeah, but Sony made that. Sony made that.
Sony,
not Marvel. Sony made that because there was Spider-Man 2,
right?
With that guy.
All right, here we go.
And then Disney bought it, and then he would. That's why he was.
Yeah, he got the boot.
Kicked out. And that's why they had this third Spider-Man guy. The third guy,
right?
Tom
Holland, the guy that bangs.
He's Disney
the guy
Spider-Man.
That bangs fucking chick from Dune.
Yeah, he's got that beautiful fucking. She's gorgeous, but
who? Tom Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland's gorgeous.
He's gorgeous.
Let me tell you that.
He's a good kid. I like him. I like Tom Holland. I like him. He's a good. I like him.
I love how short he is.
He's a good kid. I like him.
I love how short he is. But yeah, I mean.
Why is Disney buying up all the fucking shit that everyone loves?
Because this is what monopolization is. Buy up all the industry.
But like, okay, if you want to buy it and like improve upon it, because you know.
No, you said it. You said it before. Like, make a formula.
Yeah.
Make a formula. Okay. Just dish it out. Make money.
Yeah.
And you know what though? In the beginning, the movies weren't amazing, but it was okay. It was like, all right. You know, again, we're not looking for art.
Right.
Not expecting this to blow my mind. It's just more of like, yeah, it's predictable. I know the bad guy coming up is like, I will destroy the world. I know he's gonna lose.
Right. He's got.
I know.
Right.
You know, like even when Thanos did the snap, and everyone's like, oh my god, but it says part 1. Like, so I know.
Right.
In part 2,
someone's gonna come back.
So
and
it's
save
just
the
like,
day.
come on, but like again, all they had to do. Because, again, this is also superheroes. Let's be honest here. Superheroes and comic books are just soap operas for nerds. That's all it is.
It is. It's
just a soap opera.
Nerds.
Yeah.
It's a drama for nerds. It's not a comedy. It's soap opera for dorks.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah.
It's just predictable. You watch a soap opera, it's super predictable.
For sure. You know.
Yeah. The evil, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
The man is going to cheat on the woman.
And he's just like this. He's like.
He's going to come back and try to get her back.
And then like the good guy that you thought was dead, but he actually wasn't dead. That was his twin.
Right.
And he actually went from, and then it's literally a soap opera. That's all it is. So, but now they fucked it up because now they're shoving things down your throat. They don't write anything well.
Right. Do you have an example of anything being shoved down?
Oh, Mrs. Marvel. That's when I stopped paying for shit. I stopped paying for these fucking movies. That was the last time I paid. And then the Deadpool movie. I watched Captain Marvel. And I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Mm. You know, for one, she's not a likable character. She has no flaws. Mm. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. Like let's say Deadpool, for instance.
Sure.
Deadpool, on top of not being able to shut his fucking mouth, he's like super insecure,
right?
Constantly, even in the third movie. This is his third movie.
He like talks. He's got an inner monologue. He talks to himself constantly.
So this is his third movie. So he still has insecurities. So I remember the first movie. So it was even worse then. So he is improving, but he still has flaws. Mm-mm. And like he's not perfect. Like he just has guns and a sword. He's not gonna pull out Kamehameha or some shit. Like he's gonna get beaten. The only thing that saves him is he can't die.
Right.
But Captain Marvel, she can do everything. Right. Did you watch this movie?
Never.
Dude,
I didn't even heard of Miss Marvel. I don't even know about it.
She can do everything.
Yeah. Sounds
like
kind of
she can't.
terrible.
There's not. I mean, if you
sounds like a fantasy. A woman that can do everything. Come on.
No, and what I love is she's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman.
Yeah.
And what I hated most about the movie, do you know who Nick Fury is?
Yes, Samuel L. Jackson, eye patch guy.
Right. So before this movie, one of the reasons why there's many reasons why I hated this movie, but one of the reasons was he was a badass character.
Sure.
He was surrounded by guys. They all had powers or some cool thing.
He's just a normal guy.
Just normal guy.
Sure.
Just has a gun, which against any of these dudes is worthless, right? But his thing was he was a spy. He was sneaky, had intellect, blah, 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 blah. Captain Marvel comes along. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady, can do anything. She meets Nick Fury, who's, you think like, okay, so what is his thing? What is his role? You just find out throughout the movie, Nick Fury is just useless. He's just a useless piece of shit. Wow. And he's like trying to be a spy. Like there's like a scene where he's trying to like do a spy shit and like lock a door. And she's like, oh, I'm Captain Marvel. And she just opens the door with her hand. She's like, stupid black man. Don't you know? I am white woman.
I was looking for that.
Yeah, like
racism detected.
There you go. Racism detected. I'm like, what the fuck?
That'll teach the black man to try to fucking do something.
And then she had like a best friend who's a black lady, of course. And of course, the black lady has a black child, and we don't know the black father. So it's just like, and she's just like walking in, and her.
I kind of like this movie. You kind of gonna watch this thing.
And the black woman's just like, like, oh, Captain Marvel.
They did her like that.
And then she's like, she's a pilot. But at the end of the day, Captain Marvel can fly, so she doesn't need a plane. Right. Like she can do everything.
Yeah.
And I know what people say, what about Superman? Superman has kryptonite.
Exactly. He's got a weakness.
Captain Marvel literally has nothing. Like the scene in the movie where she thinks she has a weakness, and literally in the movie she goes, I've been fighting with one hand behind my back. Turns out there was no weakness. She never had a weakness.
Wow.
And then she just
amazing.
She just wins.
Listen, maybe white woman needed that movie. Maybe they needed that to just feel good.
Yeah, and then we got the Me Too movement.
That's what
so there you go.
You know how it used to be like it's not cinema. It used to be movies are just entertainment. They make you feel good. Now it's just
these
like
kind of movies.
Now it's like we're just trying to make this demographic feel good. We're not worried about pleasing the other demographics that might,
But this is the thing.
Maybe that's it.
That demographic, it's proven now. 10 years have passed since then. I think that came out in 2016.
Yeah.
10 years have passed. It turns out those people don't watch these movies.
Sure. Why would they?
White hair, blonde hair, blue-eyed white women don't watch superhero movies.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
maybe it's them trying to. That's the hook. Try to get them fucking hook them in.
Well, that's what they tried.
Right.
They're like, the whole argument was. In the beginning, people were like, don't make these movies because, women, blah, blah, blah. They don't watch it. Well, they don't watch it because you don't make movies for them. So for 10 years, we've gotten movies made for them. And guess what? They don't care. They literally don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right,
of course.
So.
Interesting.
And literally these movies, every single one we have listed here, every single one, little by little, just kept going down, making less and less and less money to the point where before Deadpool and Wolverine, the last movie that came out, ironically enough, was Mrs. Marvel, I think. And it made like no money. It
made like none.
Like nothing.
Like $100.
It was just three women with powers going like, we're women.
Yeah.
We're women, it's just like.
Nothing against that. It just doesn't.
everything.
It just sounds like it sucks ass.
Everything. And then the twist was the evil villain was actually a woman all along.
Oh. The only person that can stop a woman
is another woman. Oh my God.
Yeah. The last
serious.
Let's see. I watched I was on a bus to Chiang Mai. I watched Shang-Chi. That's the last.
Dude, that was so bad.
I
felt embarrassed for Asians. I felt embarrassed for Asians.
Yeah.
Like that was
they did us dirty. They did us corny as fuck.
They did everybody dirty.
Shang-Chi.
Black Panther, they did us dirty.
The
second Black Panther, what's his name died? The actual actor died.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman.
Whatever his name is.
He's a great actor, actually.
He died.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. They didn't replace him. And it's just like, why? Like, you've replaced... Like, Don Cheadle wasn't the original fucking War Machine.
No. Terrence Howard was fucking Illuminati. Let's go, let's go.
He figured it out.
The smartest black man in the universe.
There's tons of movies they replaced people.
Sure, but
why couldn't they replace? Is like because he actually died. That makes
maybe they just ran out of time and they just like fuck it. We just got.
I call bullshit because two things. My racism detector is going off.
Okay.
I think they just don't want a strong black. Like male lead, other than Black Panther,
there is none.
There's no main black guy. War Machine is the Robin to Iron Man.
Sure.
Falcon was the Robin to Captain America. Now he's Captain America. But let's just be real.
Who Falcon is.
Let's just be real. Like, yeah, you don't even know who the fucking Falcon is. So at you know what I mean? Like, let's be real here. Like, when you see the Falcon. Even when he is Captain America, you still think white Captain America. And then they did Black Spider-Man. And then they just do like Black Panther.
Black Spider-Man. They just make the movie like Venom. Wasn't he evil? Wasn't Black Spider-Man evil?
Oh, you're talking about Venom. No, that's
not Black Spider-Man.
That's a black alien. That's completely different.
I'm racist.
Black Panther was originally made for a black guy.
Right.
In the comics, he was black.
Dude,
he comes in, he's
black.
I'll
take this racism one step further. What if that's why he died? What if they killed him off because they didn't want a black, strong lead fucking man?
We're going to get Terrence Howard on the podcast. We're going to get Terrence Howard to talk
Terrence Howard back. Talking about vibrations.
I think that's why. I think they use it. I think they used it as an excuse. They did not want, because Black Panther, the first movie did all right. Like, everyone blew it out. Everyone sucked its dick real hard. I think it was an okay movie. It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was cool. I like.
It wasn't that. It wasn't like mind blowing. Sure. It was good. It wasn't bad.
You know, it's always interesting. These movies. I think I stopped watching. Like I don't watch anything. I know enough about from like whatever trailers,
GIFs,
and fucking just like memes and shit.
And
just pick up this knowledge.
Sure.
I did watch Black Panther once. I haven't watched any Ant-Man, no Spider-Man, never watched Guardians, never watched fucking Miss Marvel or fucking any Avengers shit ever. I watched Thor, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, that was all right.
With the gladiator, they're in the Coliseum and they had to fight on that planet. I thought that was a great movie. Actually, I thought that was a fun movie.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, dude, I've just never, ever since I was a kid, never.
The next movie after Ragnarok,
never was in.
The next Thor movie after Ragnarok.
What's that?
Fucking Love and Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking terrible.
Okay.
Don't watch that shit.
Good.
Don't even.
I don't want.
Yeah, don't even waste. Don't even waste your fucking time with that fucking movie.
I watched the first Thor because I thought back like when it first came out, I watched Iron Man.
They made the Rock dude gay. The Rock dude for Ragnarok.
Who's Rock?
The Rock dude. Remember Ragnarok? There's a Rock dude that's like buddies with Thor.
Okay.
They made him gay in the next.
I don't remember that.
No. They didn't make him gay in Ragnarok. The next movie, he was gay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, his whole species is gay. Sorry. They're all male rock dudes.
Dumb.
And
yeah, I mean, I don't.
And they made a female Thor.
Yeah, they made a female Thor. I don't know that.
Yeah. No, they literally fucked it all up.
Yeah. Never, dude. Like I watched like the first. I watched like Thor 1. I watched fucking Hulk. I watched the first Avengers and first Iron Man, but I never watched fucking anything else. Because because it's for pussies, dude, and it's gay.
And Iron Man died, right?
Yeah, I know Iron Man died.
So Robert Downey Jr. just announced he's gonna be Doctor Doom, though.
Yeah, that means nothing. I mean, I don't even know what that means. He might as well be like, I'm gonna be fucking,
No, I think all that means is
I don't even know who's Doctor Doom.
He's a villain. He's a villain. He's a villain. That's all you gotta know. He's a major villain. Yeah. And all that matters is this is a fucking sinking ship, if not already underwater.
The thing is, I think they have this like, don't they do the thing where it's like multiple universes? So it's like, it's like different timelines.
It's made it horrible.
Right. It's just it's a clusterfuck where
because
anything goes.
Before Disney bought it.
Sure.
Even though it was everyone's dream, the comic book nerds for the multiverse shit. This was their dream.
Multiverse, that's the word.
Multiverse. But before
fucking nerd.
You make a movie. Like Blade. Blade was the shit.
Sure, Blade's cool.
Blade was just Blade.
Right.
They only worried about Blade.
Yeah.
They were like, let's make this a good movie.
Yeah.
And if it's good enough, we'll get Blade 2.
Right.
Right? Blade 2 was good.
Never saw Blade 2.
Blade 2 was it wasn't as great as Blade 1, but it was pretty good.
Sure, I believe it.
Then Blade 3 happened. Blade 3 was dog shit. Mm-hmm. And it was dog shit because they tried to expand the Blade universe, bringing in characters.
Right.
Like, this is Ryan Reynolds was in Blade 3.
Yeah. I think that's just fan service. It's fan service ultimately.
Exactly.
But it comes before writing and fucking practicality and like common sense type shit. It just comes first. It's like,
literally.
Hey, let's put Hulk in here, fucking, and he's like in the background, fucking doing this.
He's like,
that'd be cool for the fans. All right, so let's work around that idea and like build off that. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It just seems like a nightmare writing and fucking I'm too old. It's like, to me, becoming a superhero fan would be like converting to another religion right now. It'd be like, I have to start from scratch.
I have to think this.
It's not happening.
I have to thank Disney. They made me just quit. I just quit. And I have such a better life now, actually. I should have never read comic books. It's literally a waste of fucking time. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. You gone to a comic book shop and that one comic book guy who touched you when you were 6 gave you your first Spider-Man. I don't give a fuck. It's literally a waste of fucking time.
What about does
time.
DC do this same kind of shit though? Because DC?
DC's worse.
DC's worse.
DC's worse.
DC's worse.
DC's not as bad as shoving shit down your throat. Yeah. DC just literally can't make a good movie. They just can't. They just can't make a good movie, dude.
Making a good movie.
Like Marvel has potential. They just choose not to. Yeah. DC just can't.
I think the last movie
physically can't make a good.
The last movie I watched was I watched Joker, which is whatever.
Yeah, that was all right.
But Suicide Squad I watched was the last one before Joker, I think, and I haven't watched anything since Suicide Squad was so fucking retarded, dude. It was
so bad.
It was just like, I watched it because it was so bad.
They made the crocodile dude black, and then it was like, well, what do you want? BET? Like, that was just like, good fucking Lord.
That was a great movie, actually.
The Asian lady was really they made everyone like, it was just so racist. Like, the fucking remember the Native American? There was a Native American guy in the beginning. Remember in the movie?
Oh yeah, and he died.
And
right?
He died. He was like, I'm out of this bitch, and then they blew up his head.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And Will Smith was in it as a bullseye. He had like a bullseye in his head, right? Was that him?
His Deadshot.
Deadshot, something like that.
Yeah. He shoots guns very well.
I'm thinking of Colin Farrell, Daredevil from Bullseye.
Oh my god, Bullseye! Talk about shitty movies. Bullseye. Remember that shit?
The worst fucking movie. Daredevil was this shit. Dude, I didn't have a blind. Dude, let's talk about how fucking retarded Daredevil is. He's a blind superhero that can just kick the fucking shit out of anybody.
It's just like, I'm blind.
And he can draw like a perfect DD in flames.
Talk about a good show, The Boys. I love that scene when Homelander just like claps his hands real hard. Yeah. And like the blind guy's like, ah! He's just like a useless fucking blind guy. Like, I love that. I was like, that's exactly how I feel about Daredevil. Yeah. He's just useless.
I like I don't know what universe the Boyz are from. What's that?
That's just a DC? Separate. No.
See, the Boyz is
that's a whole.
The
separate
Boyz
thing.
was fun because it was like real. It was like this is like,
it's what it would really be.
It's like if the superheroes actually existed in this world, and there's like marketing and PR, and like they have to like fucking, control the narratim and like
God complexes,
right? Shit like that. That's what made it fun.
Lots of sex.
And Carl Urban is also amazing, and he's like Oh, you fucking cunt like that. I watched that show because I love Carl Urban.
Another comic book thing that's not part of all this that Carl Urban's in is
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. That was
Judge
good.
Dredd's pretty sick.
That was good.
That's pretty sick.
But yeah, DC movies suck. I did like Constantine, but that's just because I like the Constantine comics a lot.
Yeah, that's Keanu Reeves, right?
Keanu Reeves, yeah. They might do Constantine.
Is he DC?
2.
Is he a DC?
Yeah, Constantine is DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything else, I mean, like everyone will bring up Batman, like the old Batman movies.
Dude, Christopher Nolan Batman though was so sick.
It was good.
Like Christopher Nolan Batman made it like,
but you see,
beautiful. It was just an amazing,
I stand by what I said.
1, 2, and 3.
When you just focus on the movie, there was no multiverse shit.
No.
Like Superman didn't pop up as like we must join forces.
No,
it was none of it.
Right.
Christopher Nolan just focused on Batman and his world.
So sick.
Like
such a dark fucking creepy
just
movie.
Gotham.
Loved it.
I think the only time he left Gotham was in the first movie when he had to go train with ninjas. And the second movie, I think he went to Hong Kong because China bad. Like it's just like he had to get the Asian guy. Yeah,
he's just had to kick this Chinese guy's ass.
No, hold on a second. Let me just kick his ass.
Yeah, what the fuck? What was the point of all that? I don't remember the point of any of that.
It was kind of a stab at Hong Kong politics because the guy who had all the mafia dudes' money in Gotham was like,
right.
Keep it with me because I'm in Hong Kong. Who gives a shit about America?
Right.
And then Batman's just like, I'm Batman. Like he just went there and
it was cool because Batman operated more like a fucking. He was like a man with all these tools. He was a man. He was Christian Bale, dude. Christian Bale was so sick.
I agree.
Fuck, Christian Bale Batman is
Sigma male, dude.
So sick, dude.
Sigma dude.
So sick.
But again. It was
so
they
sick.
just focused.
They could have made that movie better with some tits and some ass. Bro.
Yeah, like a little bit of. Don't even get me started. That is one thing that movie fucked up with. Many people have already talked about this, but the women in that movie were not.
All right, take it easy there, massage.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You got that right. But
I liked. Who's the chick that was the daughter of Raj Al Ghul? Rachel Al Ghul.
I don't even remember her fucking name.
I think she was the third movie, but she was hot. I don't remember who it was, but she was pretty hot. But I love how every conversation kind of these chicks are hot.
He was all right.
Yeah.
Fucking Watchmen was pretty good.
Watchmen was fun.
Again, though, they focused on their universe.
Exactly. It was
like
I didn't know anything about Watchmen. All I remember is Dr. Manhattan had a fucking
his
blue ass dick. I just remember a swole ass blue guy with a fat ass dick just floating. I'm like, whoa. I felt like one of the scientists in that laboratory. Like, whoa, what's going on? That dude's fucking packing, dude. Dude, I want to be Dr. Manhattan. And also, that's a sick ass name. Dr. Manhattan is like.
Again, Watchmen is kind of like The Boyz, where it's like this is kind of the reality of a superhero.
Sure, and they tie it into like they tie it into they tie it into the reality of the world, and they do a really good job of like, all right, this is they came out the same time as a nuclear bomb, like they're all contemporary of that.
Dr. Manhattan, which is basically like their Superman. He's God. Like you just can't beat him. He went to the Vietnam War and we won. Cause he's like, I'm God.
He's just
remember the movie, the Vietnamese start worshiping him.
Right. That was my cousins. This is my cousins and my aunts and uncles.
Other than the Batman movies, I mean, if you go way back, the OG Superman movies from like the
like Christopher Reeves?
70s and the 80s, Christopher Reeves.
Superman.
Those were all right.
Sure.
Same with the Batmans, I guess. And then they went with Mr. Freeze. I'm Mr. Freeze. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
When they started doing like the Ben Affleck, fucking Gal Gadot, I like Henry Cavill a lot, but I think Superman movies. I would never watch a Superman movie
Yeah.
I like Henry Cavill though. I think he's sick.
Sure.
And
but Man of Steel, that one.
Sure.
He was in. He called. Yeah, it was called.
Was that the one where he fought Zod?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Because in the OG Superman movies, he fought Zod, and then he sent him to the Phantom Zone. But then in Man of Steel, he kills him, which kind of ruined the whole Superman persona, because Superman always finds a way
to not kill.
But then, like, it kind of made Superman too real in a comic book world. Okay. Like in the Watchmen world, it made sense. Sure. In the Boyz world, it makes sense. But in this soap opera comic book world, like the Batman in that universe, the Ben Affleck Batman, he kills people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the argument is, okay, if he kills people, then why is the Joker alive? Why is Harley Quinn alive?
That's a good point. Right.
Like
why doesn't he just kill all these?
Why does he have any villains?
Yeah. Why is there any opposition? Alive. Totally.
Like there's literally a scene in the fucking.
Doesn't he kill Zod by accident?
No, Zod's about to kill people, and Superman basically
just snaps his
head.
He's
like, fuck it, and he just snaps his neck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Broke his one rule.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then remember when Henry Cavill Superman, Batman vs. Superman, like that was, I remember I watched that movie too. That was a fucking terrible fucking
that was
movie.
Bad. That was
and
bad.
it's like the only reason he didn't kill Batman was because they had their
like,
moms had the same first name.
I did like Ben Affleck as Batman.
You did?
I did like Ben Affleck as Batman. I just think it was wasted.
I liked him as Batman. I didn't like him as Bruce Wayne though. And I feel like that's like a big part of, dude, Christian Bale. You cannot beat Christian Bale. I guess, Bruce Wayne.
If you're comparing
Christian Bale is so sick, dude.
Christian Bale's charming. He's
so charming, Bruce Wayne. He nailed that.
But Ben Affleck, Bruce Wayne was not charming. Ben Affleck,
right?
Ben Affleck was swole. That's another thing.
Yeah, he was jacked. Bro.
Ben Affleck looked like the Batman
from the comics,
I imagine,
from the cartoons.
Because if you think about it, because Batman's just a normal guy, right?
Right.
And he has to be fucking
gotta be jacked,
like swole.
Yeah.
So then when he's Bruce Wayne, he doesn't like get skinnier. Like he's just Bruce Wayne, like swole with a suit. He's like, oh hey, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
and you're just like, yo, Bruce Wayne, why are you so swole? Like,
okay, Batman. Hello, Batman. Obviously,
he's just like,
obviously Batman.
He's like, why is this guy so swole?
Also, why you know what I liked about the Joker movie, because I've seen in every Joker, Heath Ledger Joker was pretty legendary,
of course.
But but him aside. Like
Jared Leto,
I never heard Joker like tell a joke. Like you never told joke. Never said. Did he ever tell jokes? But then But they made Joker a failed stand-up comedian, which is like so amazing, bro. I thought that was so funny.
But Joker,
and then he killed Robert De Niro.
Yeah, I love that. That was a good scene.
That was
you get what you fucking deserve.
I mean, that was hilarious, bro.
Joker though, Joker's trying to be an artsy movie.
Right.
It's not.
That's what it felt like. Yeah.
So I give it.
It was dark.
I give it that kind of
great.
slack. Like, okay, if you're trying to make an artsy movie, it's not necessarily entertaining.
Sure.
Right. And in the normal sense.
Right.
You know,
it's beautiful.
You can't compare Joker to any of the other DC fucking movies.
No, you really can't.
You can't. But
who directed Joker?
I don't know. Some fuck. Who gives a shit? I don't care anymore. I really don't give a shit. Like it's all terrible.
Sure.
Ultimately.
Well, it's all, you know what it is? It's a money fucking grab. That's
of course.
It's like, all right, if I make a Batman movie, people are gonna come watch it because it's Batman.
But all we ask, everyone knows this. People aren't as dumb as Bill Maher or whoever the fuck out there says they are. People just ask, make it entertaining. I know what you're doing. You're just making this movie to get my money.
Fair, yeah, totally.
You know, like just make it
the trade. Yeah, at least make it entertaining. Come on.
You know, like
make it unpredictable.
Like the new iPhone's gonna come out in the next 2 years. We know that. You know, the only deal we ask from the Apple company is just make it better than the last phone.
Right.
That's it. That's all we ask.
Make it a little bit better than the last phone.
You know, I mean, I don't buy Apple because I'm not a queer, but
I'm a pussy. Yeah. No Apple products in this house.
But all we ask from these movies is I'm not asking for art. If I want art, I'm gonna go to a gallery, a museum. I'm gonna watch art house movies. I'm gonna go to some weird fucking little cinema somewhere. These movies, just make it entertaining. Yeah, I'm gonna be gay. If I want a gay movie, I'll go to gay places.
I'm gonna go gay it up, bro.
I'm gonna go gay it up. But these, just make it entertaining.
Just make it a fun popcorn,
just make it
fun. Clever movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, a little clever, good writing. You know.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be necessarily funny.
No, it's not.
You know, but just because it's not funny doesn't mean you can get away with like bad writing, like I'm brooding and life is hard. It's just like, come on, dude.
Sucks ass.
You know? And then also in reverse, sometimes they make a funny movie, but it's just bad writing. Like a great example is back to Marvel's these TV shows they made. They made She-Hulk. That was the worst.
Never seen it.
Worst TV show ever created on the planet.
It was?
Worse. There's probably a Nigerian TV show where, you know, where they have like the handheld camera and they always have a midget for some reason, a little person.
I love Nigerian TV shows.
Whatever.
I love that shit.
Whatever their worst show is,
right,
can't compare to how bad She-Hulk is.
Give me the chopper.
Give me the water. You know,
what is she? So what? She-Hulk is just like female Hulk?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
But she can break the fourth wall. So she's a comic character like Deadpool. But she's just worse. Yeah. So just imagine the movie we watch, Deadpool and Wolverine, but it's a woman.
Yeah, she's fighting the patriarchy.
Instead of jokes, she goes like, men. And like, there's literally a scene where she twerks with Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
She just twerks.
Terrible. Yeah, I feel like that's like a very large misreading of the room by the creators of all this.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. They lost so much money. They canceled it. Like, there was supposed to be a season 2, 3, 4, 5. They just canceled at the first season. Because it's just like, who was this made for?
I'm watching She-Hulk. I'm watching that shit.
You're the one viewer.
I'm like the one guy watching that shit.
Like that.
I love She-Hulk.
At the end of the day, all I'm asking from these movies, that the people making them, the directors, the fucking movie execs, whoever. Who are you making this for? Like who do you think watches this?
I don't think. Do they even watch? It's not me. They're not even watching this shit. Probably.
And the stuff I do watch, I'm not paying for it. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm a pirate on the seas of the internet for this shit. I don't pay for it. Deadpool and Wolverine got my money. Yeah. And that was after a 10-year break. Yeah. You know, so
that was cool.
Yeah.
Wolverine's also a cool character.
Well, Hugh Jackman's a good actor.
Hugh Jackman's a great actor.
Yeah.
And he's Jack. He's a Jack man. He's a huge Jack man.
You can fuck up Wolverine like you can fuck up Batman. Because they're both brooding, like, serious characters. Yeah. You know? So it's easy to fuck up a character like that. But Hugh Jackman's a good actor. Ryan Reynolds plays a great Deadpool. Mm-hmm. And there was good writing, good jokes. And there was also those serious moments they played out. Everything was good. It was just a good, entertaining movie. Yeah. It didn't shove a dick down my throat. Right. It wasn't just like, hey, you know, it just.
Yeah. I think, you know, growing up, everyone watched X-Men. Everyone watched all the superhero shit. Everyone dressed up as Batman or Superman for Halloween. I didn't do that. I dressed up as Superman because you're just and I went to class.
You're just so straight. You're like such a man.
Yeah, listen. Honestly, I watched the Wolverine origin movie where he was like in the beginning, he was like in the Civil War, that he was in the World War II. I was like, oh, this guy is fucking sick, dude. I like Wolverine.
You're like, I'm in.
I'm fucking in. And then they got gay and they were fighting. I was like, all right, it's fucking lame. Right?
You walked out of the theater. You're just like, all right.
As soon as that first intro, I'm out of here.
The popcorn falls. It's like still attached to your dick.
I just walk out with a bucket on my dick. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Okay. All right, get out of this.